Well, it's been about a year since I spent any serious time in the Apache, and some real life issues took up a lot of that time, so I thought I'd jump back into it. And I lost a lot of settings, and so going through setting everything back up, it appears that there are some changes. I was using voice attack to switch to my custom views, but that doesn't seem to work anymore. It kills my keyboard input. I don't remember how I did it exactly, but I did figure out how still to make it work. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump in the gunner seat, in the front seat of this Apache, and we're going to be hovering at about 500 feet. We'll let George take over the controls, and we've got some BTRs out there to target and shoot at. So let's go ahead and fly. All right, we're going to turn off the hi-hats with the keyboard I. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up a custom view. And I've actually already done this, but I'm going to go through the process so that I can make a record, so that I can remember how to do it a year from now after I've forgotten, or maybe to help you out. So there's essentially two steps. First you define a key that you want to use for the preset custom snap view, and then you save it. And to define it, you use the Windows key and then a numpad key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Windows key and the number 1 on the keypad. You do have to have your keypad turned on. So, and I do. And your keyboard may also be able to disable those Windows keys. You want to make sure that's enabled. So here we go. All right, I've done that. Now I'm going to zoom in and select the view that I want, which is a zoomed in view of the TDAC. And some say you have to disable your head tracking. I found that I don't. So the zoom here, I know it's jittery. We don't care about that. It won't be. And so now we're going to do right Alt and 0, and that will save the view that I have on the screen right now. Okay. So now let's just zoom out and test it. To recall that, we use the left Windows key and the one that you selected. In this case, for me, it was number 1. It's a snap view. But what I found is that if I hold the Windows key and that one view key down, I lose my my joystick, my keyboard inputs, not the axis but the buttons. And so I'm going to show you how to deal with that. So I've got that right there. Now let's go to the controls. And you can use voice attack, because you can use voice attack to simulate a keyboard input or a joystick input too. So I could still do that. But in this case, what I've done, and it's custom snap view 1. And I simply mapped a button on my throttle to that. And so that does work. So let's go ahead and we'll just jump back in and I'll show you. I'm going to flip that switch. As long as it's up, it works. I'm going to grab my Xbox controller and we're going to wash those missiles. They are now washed. However, I'm not armed. Now I'm armed. And we're going to select my tabs. And now I can track and I can shoot some of those tanks. They're out there. We're going to zoom in. And there's one. We're going to zoom in a little further. And I am on trajectory direct, so we're going to do a lock on before launch. I'm just going to squirt him, going to shoot a missile, and we're going to watch that missile tracking. Boom, and he's dead. And so now I can flip that switch back off, and everything is back to normal. So if I wanted to use voice attack, and I probably will, rather than use it to press and hold keys and then release them on another voice command, I will simply use them to press and hold a joystick button. And that should work. I haven't tested it, but it should work. So there you have it.